These are the top PS4 and PS5 games launching in March 2024. We are barely scratching the surface from a Square Enix RPG epic, and March is already here packing some great games. Here are the top ones. We start with the Outlast Trials, which comes out of early access to invite you to experience the horrors of a Cold War bunker where human guinea pigs are recruited against their will by the evil Murkoff Corporation. You can try to escape the trials all by yourself, or share the horror with up to 3 friends, but it's the same gameplay you would expect from the Outlast series. Microsoft is publishing games on more platforms, but one that has not been talked much is Interior Nights as Dusk Falls, which they own the trademark. The interactive adventure drama puts you in the entangled lives of 2 families, spanning a 30 years story, starting after a robbery goes wrong in 1998, where your choices have an impact on the characters' lives. Another story you can make sure to finish is Cody Rhodes winning the WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania in this year's WWE 2K game. This year's entry brings you an updated roster, a showcase celebrating 40 years of the grandest stage of them all, 2 new My Rise stories, a new suit of creation options, and a lot more. After that, Konami and WayForward are bringing back a legendary series with Contra Operation Galuga, a reimagining of the classic run-and-gun action game from the 80s, featuring 8 new stages to run through as you fight new enemies from the Red Falcon terrorist group, with new play mechanics and co-op combat with up to 4 players. Back to another former Xbox exclusive, and this time it's Bethesda and Tango Gameworks' Hi-Fi Rush, where you control Rockstar Chai and his ragtag team of allies against an evil robotics enhancement megacorp by using Rhythm Combat. The PS5 version has all the latest updates, including 2 new game modes such as Arcade, where you can unlock new secrets. Next is time to play ball in the latest MLB The Show 24, a former PlayStation exclusive arriving again on Xbox and Nintendo platforms besides PS4 and PS5. You can build your fantasy team in the updated Diamond Dynasty, play against friends with crossplay and cross-progression, become a legend in career or celebrate history with the Storylines mode, and more. THQ Nordic and Pieces Interactive are bringing back a historic horror franchise with our imagination of Alone in the Dark. Jodie Comer and David Harbour star as Emily Harwood and Edward Carnby as they return to the Dercito Manor, now crowded with strange residents lurking in the shadows, to investigate Emily's uncle's disappearance and a plot of rising evil. You can also fight evil but made of metal in Horizon Forbidden West, the PlayStation exclusive finally arriving to PC via Steam and Epic Games, as Guerrilla brings the tale of Aloy exploring new lands to reunite with friends, forge alliances, and unravel the legacy of the ancient past. This version also includes the Burning Shores, with a new area, characters and storylines, plus PC features like ultra-wide support, NVIDIA DLSS, DLAA, Reflex, AMD FSR, and Intel XESS. 2 open-world action RPGs clash on March 22nd. First up is Capcom's Dragon's Dogma 2, where you take control of the Ryzen, who you can customize its look, vocation, and party as you shape your own experience. Explore a parallel fantasy world where you're immersed in the struggles between 2 conflicting kingdoms and fight mysterious otherworldly beings. Then from Team Ninja we have Rise of the Ronin, exclusively for PS5. A tale that takes you across a war-torn 19th century Japan, where you control a nameless Ronin amidst political turmoil. Master different fighting styles as you explore an open world, and meet key figures that will help you shape the course of history. They have not talked much about it, but an FAQ in the game's page says you can play through this story either solo or with up to 3 friends. You are also going to need friends in Bulwark the Falconeer Chronicles, as you create alliances with other factions to strike and conquest cities in the open world. This single-player open world builder is a sequel to the Falconeer, taking place 40 years after the war, as you rebuild towns and fortresses that become hubs for trade or rallying grounds for conquest. And you can also rally around the snow-piled town of South Park, joining Cartman, Stan, Kyle and Kenny to celebrate the most magical day in a young child's life, a snow day. Play solo with bots or with up to 3 friends as you engage in frenetic action-packed combat against warring factions in an all-new story from the same team that brought you the Stick of Truth and the Fractured But Whole. After the snow passes, you are free to go on a road trip adventure alongside Tess and her mother Opal to explore a series of long-abandoned family properties unearthing the past. The game has an amazing art style with hand-animated characters and a story that will create a profound bond between mother and daughter that you move forward with a unique interactive dialogue system. And there you have it, those are the PS4 and PS5 game releases for March 2024. Which ones are you looking forward to playing? Let us know in the comments below or vote on the poll in the community tab, like or dislike to share your feedback, check out other videos you may enjoy while you're here, and consider subscribing for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!